In this video, I'm going to share the results with you of a 5-month split face study that I did to test out the differences between the two leading neuromodulators on the market, Botox versus Dysport. This video is not sponsored by either company, and I do not work for either company, so no bias here. I went head-to-head to test two areas of the face, the forehead and the crow's feet, frontalis, orbicularis oculi. The differences between all the botulinum toxins on the market are the way they obtain the botulinum toxin from the bacteria Clostridium botulinum. They all use different secret proprietary manufacturing methods and all contain varying amounts of non-toxin protein complexes. Of note, there is no definitive unit equivalence between both brands of toxins. For instance, 1 unit of Botox is equal to 3 units of Dysport, or so we think. So what I did for this study was I reconstituted the vials with the same amount of normal saline and utilized exact equivalent volumes for both neurotoxins. I tell my patients that treatment to the forehead usually lasts around 3 to 4 months, because that's usually when enough muscle movement returns where you'd want to retreat the area. And the crow's feet you usually want to retreat at about 4 to 5 months, because that's when enough muscle movement returns to that area. Another thing we've known, this is no surprise in our industry, Dysport kicks in faster than Botox. And we'll see evidence of that.
All right, here is our model, and you can observe that from his crow's feet, you can see that the right side is indeed stronger than the left side. And that means whatever we use on that right side, we're not going to be surprised if the left side looks better, and that's because his right side is stronger. It's really hard to find somebody that's symmetrical. We're all a little bit asymmetrical. And if we look at his forehead, his frontalis muscle, we can tell that now this is a lot more symmetrical. We reconstituted the Botox and the Dysport with the same amount of milliliters. We used 2.5 milliliters to reconstitute both. In the green, we have the Dysport. In the pink, we have the Botox.
This Dysport, and I'm taking the sticker off so that I know. Dysport. Okay. Big smile. And relax.
His baseline video is on the left and his day number 4 video is on the right, and observe the difference between his right and his left side. Look at that difference. Again, it's not fully kicked in, but there is quite a difference. Taking a closer look, on the top is his baseline and on the bottom is his day number 4, and you can really see the difference between the right and left side on this video. And this is day number 8, and you can really see a nice improvement to his crow's feet. And I would have to say, if we compare the right to left side, I know that his right side was a stronger muscle side, but it looks like the right side is a little bit more smoother than the left. Now we've given the neurotoxin the full 2 weeks to kick in, and now you can really see that it looks like the left side does look a little bit better than the right, which is not surprising because his right side was the stronger side. And the moment of truth for his forehead. Wow, you can really see a difference between the right and the left side, I would have to say. Let's take a closer look. Yep, that right side looks much more smooth than the left side. And here is his 1 month in. And it looks like his crow's feet looking pretty good. I would have to say his crow's feet looks like it could look a little bit better on the right side. Now his forehead, now that's a distinct difference. The Dysport side looks smoother. And this is 2 months in, and you can see his crow's feet looking really good. Again, his crow's feet, I would have to say the right side still looks a little better. Now his forehead, distinct difference. And this is month number 3. And let's have him smile. Yep, you can see looks pretty equal now. I would say it's starting to look a little bit more equal. I would have to say it looks like the right side may be starting to come back a little bit, which isn't shocking. It is the stronger muscle side. And let's look at his forehead. Yep. You can see if we look a little closer, the Dysport side still looks a lot smoother. And this is 4 months in. All right, let's look at his crow's feet. Okay, let's take a little bit of a closer look. Oh, it looks pretty equal, I would have to say. Let's look at his forehead. Okay. And you can see when he lifts that the right side does look a little bit smoother than the left. But if you're a patient, you still may want to retreat this area at this point anyway, even though the right side looks smoother. And this is month number 5, and it looks like the right side's starting to look a little bit worse now, which isn't surprising. It's the stronger side. And let's look at his forehead. The right side looks a little bit smoother, but again, at that point, you'd want to retreat the area anyway, but yes, it does appear that that right side is a little bit smoother.
Because I've done previous study between Botox and Dowe, what I can tell you is that all the neurotoxins in the market seem to last around the same amount of time, with differences in when they kick in. I tell all my patients, try each one out to see which one you prefer. If you don't try, how are you going to know which one that you like best, if any? I don't think you'll go wrong with either, but based on this particular study, what I can tell you is this. If you are really nervous about getting Botox treatment, you've never tried it before and you want to tread lightly, maybe try Botox since it seems to have less of a paralytic effect than Dysport. On the other hand, if you have really strong facial muscles, maybe try Dysport because it seems to provide more of a paralytic effect, at least more so on the frontalis muscle or forehead. Or if you, let's say you forgot to schedule your appointment with me and you have your high school reunion coming up in 3 days or a wedding or a party, whatever, I would go with the Dysport because it has the fastest onset of action out of any other neuromodulator that we have on the market right now. Either way, I don't think it'll go wrong. Both products work well. They both seem to last around the same amount of time and they both have rewards programs. What that means for you is save. So it basically works like frequent flyer miles. The more you do, the more you earn off of future treatments. If you like content like this, please subscribe. Check me out at naturalinjector.com. Stalk me on Insta at naturalinjector. Don't be a stranger. Don't be afraid to send me a DM. I answer questions.